Doedre Darktongue is the insidious infection that threatens to make septic the great and terrible wound that is San. However, any certainty that I had as to her exact whereabouts has been sundered by the sheer stench of her presence. We shall have to deduce her location from those who know the area best. These locals that cling to San like hungry maggots.
God, knowing Doedre, she's probably underground again.
Good to see you're still soldiering on. With all these gods and past horrors wandering around San, I don't assume anyone's alive and kicking these days. If San wasn't mad enough, now we've got some whip-tongued hag cooking up a stinking curse in the sewers. Took it from her mother-in-law at first, but no. Based on my meagre historical knowledge, I reckon we have a certain Doedre Darktongue to contend with. Where in blazes is she hiding? I've no idea. So, the only way we're going to catch this witch is by getting our hands, and possibly a lot more, well and truly dirty. And by we, I mean you, of course. The sewers are no place for a simple businessman like me. Do us a favour. Head into them sewers and track that old hag down. Get her to reveal herself, and put her down. Ha! Better your eyes than mine, eh?
Damn, I was right, but at what cost?
Grigor left without a single word to me, rude bugger. But I suspect his poetic soul has been drawn back home to Izmir. A long journey, but a trip worth taking to find solace among one's own people. Of course, they'll get quite the shock when they see him. Let's hope familial love is as nearsighted as they say. There are the fine tales Grigor will be able to tell them, of course. Come to think of it, now that Dominus has been knocked off his perch, there's nothing to stop the Izmites from learning a thing or two from Grigor's stories. They might even consider invading this jewel and Rayclass's tarnished crown. I certainly hope they have just such an eye for opportunity. A man could make a tidy sum helping said invaders navigate San and its many hazards.
Clarissa, who's that guy you got tied up right there? What the hell? Oh, don't tell me. No, that's not him.
Is changing, and so are we who live here. There, Tolman. Don't you worry. I love you. I'll think of something. You told me Tolman was gone. You were wrong. I found him. No, Tolman, I never gave up on you. His soul remains, flickering deep down inside. Oh, Tolman, I know you're in pain, but it'll be over soon, I promise.
Nope, I was wrong. She brought him back to life. I guess. There's no point in that. I mean, he's not doing anything, is he?
What is it?
Good to see you in San once again. I wish that we could be greeting under fairer skies, yet this city remains clouded in strife. Lunaris, eternal goddess of the moon, and her sister Solaris of the sun, have risen to reclaim what was once their own. Siblings equal in strength, mighty twin rivers converging, sweeping all before them. We are cornered animals, awaiting the deluge that will surely drown us. Yet there exists a pair of ancient treasures, the sun orb and the moon orb. They are our hope, our desperation.
And seeing that the sun orb and the moon orb are called treasures, they're probably guarded by two things that represent the sun and the moon. Alright, first up we gotta find Doedre. Oh, hell no. I don't know what kind of damage type that is, but it's going straight past my shield and just doing health damage. Dude, that's actually gonna make me vomit. You have to refill that cauldron with sewage. What is she doing to it? Is she... There's no way she's eating that. That's fucking gross.
Once more into the breach, and once more we return victorious. Although I have to admit, I did not relish the sensation of imbibing that foul witch's soul. I felt decidedly unclean. Still, our journey nears completion. To the north lies Highgate, and the cessation of our efforts to extract the dark ember from my dearly departed beast. And none too soon. Every hour, Katava's strength grows. And the longer he and the other gods dwell on this land, the less is humanity's chance of survival.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Purity's still dead. He can't help us. God damn it.
These owl eyes of mine have been watching the sun goddess from afar. The sun orb lies within her temple, guarded by her most ardent devotee, an exile who, in his insanity, has taken to calling himself the Dawn. That orb is the seed that must be stolen from this new son of hers and planted at the feet of his ancient mother. I've been keeping a close eye on that exile-turned-sycophant who calls himself the Dusk. Dusk carried the moon orb into the Linares temple and has not returned with it, not as far as I have seen. No doubt he clings to that orb like it's his adopted mother's own nurturing breast. If you were to wean him from the teat and place that orb at the bereft mother's feet, we may yet see the moon itself fall.
Yeah, that's a kind of weird analogy. He'll talk funny.
Someone as crafty as Doedre would have kept her ugly head under wraps as soon as she saw you coming. I guess death robs us of many things, including our common sense. In any case, thank you. The sewers can run clear now that there's no fetid witch clogging up the pipes. Here, have a little something to commemorate your fine clean-up job. Tell me something. Any chance you might be willing to join forces and turn a healthy profit with old Argon? You ever heard of the Wings of Visteri? Not just another damned artifact. This one was the highest symbol of the Office of the Meraketh, held by the Sekhima of Sekhimas. History books will say the wings were last worn by Sekhima Asenath, the Golden Sekhima, the one who went and got herself murdered by Hector Tatooshus. The only problem is that Tatooshus himself is up and guarding his pretties once more. Still, if you can recover those wings of Visteri, then I'm confident I can sell them back to the Meraketh for a fair sum. They're a cultural icon after all, dripping with sentimental value. What do you say?
Exile, you've helped me before. You can help me again, can't you? My hope waits for me to the east, tucked away in a shrine in the Key. The Ankh of Eternity. Veruso, Prima Imperialis, placed it there himself at the dawn of the Empire. If the legends are correct, the Ankh has powers over life and death. When paired with the correct Asmerian ritual, I've learned the ritual. All I need is the Ankh of Eternity, and I know I can bring Tolman back. Properly, this time. Will you retrieve the artifact for us? I've tried, but the creatures around the shrine, simply too dangerous. Yes, Tolman, I'm getting to that. I've already prepared a site for the ritual out in the Key. Please, meet us there with the Ankh so that I may yet breathe life into my dearest love.
Clarissa's playing a dangerous game here. The Ankh ain't gonna do shit to bring him back to life. He's gone. He's gone. And his soul is already taken from someone else, so... You know... He's probably just gonna turn into a monster if I do that. And again, I can already see that she's going crazy herself. Ah, what the fuck kind of name is Hector Tititius? Wait, that said Titusius. Hector Titusius.
You found them! No easy feat, I bet. How's old Hector these days? Not so good after you cross paths with him, am I right? I'll polish these wings up and get them back to their owners, just as soon as my Mariketh friend can get her folks to pay the ransom. Price, I mean. In the meantime, take a little something from my stock as payment.